lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. The name is Catherine. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a story time. This is one story that it's funny now. I laugh over it with my other friends, but back then I was so tensed and very embarrassed. But this is one story I can never forget. It actually taught me a lot about friendship, about life, and I feel like sharing and it might impact upon someone's life. So as they say, experience is the best teacher. So let's get into it. So this happened more than 5 years ago when I was a student in the University of Cape Coast. Okay, so it happened that I met this guy, and this guy kept pestering me for my number, and I was like, no, I'm not going to give you my number. But you know what? I think he met me around my hall when I was in level 100. But the story actually happened when I was in level 200, okay? So the first time I met him, I think either on campus or when I was going to the hall, and Ogwa Hall. And then I told him, no, I'm not going to give him my number because I don't know you. I'm not going to give him my number. This guy kept insisting, like he won't let me go unless he has my contact or something. I was like, no, I can't give you my number. No, I won't. So I think I eventually showed him where my hall is, where my room is, just so I won't give him my number. And mostly I'm not in my room. I'm in my best friend's room part. I'm mostly in her room. And if you have not watched our best friend tag video, please go and watch, okay? So I'm mostly not in my room. So I was like, okay, no problem. At this time, I was there and this guy came, knocked on my door. I came out. I was like, oh my God, this guy again. And then we stood on my porch. He was like, he wants to come out and sit down, let's talk. I was like, no, unless we talk outside here, my room, no. I don't want us to disturb my roommates or something. I was like, okay. Then why don't we go out somewhere, sit down and have a chat? I'm like, and I thought it was a good idea, but that was the biggest mistake of my life. I shouldn't have agreed. And I was like, okay. So I couldn't have gone alone, so I went over to my friend Pat's place and said, okay, Pat, can you please go with me because I don't want to go alone with this guy. And my friend, my good old friend Pat, followed me. So we went to Ogwa. I think I've forgotten the name because this been like more than 5 years. There's this restaurant that's a story building in front of the hall that is a story building, so it's upstairs. We went to Ogwa with my friend Pat. So he ordered chicken for us. This kind of slide. It was nice though. I enjoyed it. And then oh God, like we were just not comfortable. So we just managed. We went there. He wasn't even saying anything, wasn't even chatting. I don't know whether because my friend was there. We were just chewing our chicken and drank. We were done. And we said, oh, we want to go. He said, okay. And I went back to my friend's room because I didn't want him to follow too. I went back to my friend's room. So fast forward to what really happened. It's after some time. Even I think after that was the last time we met or so, and I don't see this guy again. And I left the hall, okay, and then that was in level 200 now. After lectures one day, I was with my friends Sylvia and Patience. So we were walking, going back to the hostel. So we had moved into the hostel. There's one thing in UCC. After your first day in the hall, you move to a hostel. If you like to, you stay in the hall, but we moved to the hostel. And those who know University of Cape Coast very well, this is the road leading to Ayensu Plaza. Okay? So we're going to the hostel, and all of a sudden, I saw this guy from far. I think I looked back and I saw this guy, not knowing he saw me from far and he was chasing me all along. I had no idea he's been stalking me. So I told my friend, like, is that not the guy like taller? Up till now, I don't even know his name. I don't even know whether I should call him my friend. I don't even know his name. We nicknamed him Taller because this guy, we were like, "Hey, this guy is tall. Oh." Like, no, 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 no. This guy is more than tall. This guy is taller. So we eventually named him Taller. So like, what is that not taller coming? They were like, yes, that it's been long I've met this guy. But it's like he kept talking to himself like someone who wasn't okay, someone who wasn't in his senses. But it was weird and I wasn't expecting that. So he started acting very, very weird. And all he kept saying was, he's hungry. Yeah, he's hungry. I should give him some money. I was like, I don't have any money. I wasn't even expecting to see you. How am I just going to give you money? I don't have any money. He was like, the outing he sent me and my friend to, we went to chew chicken and drank malt and all that. He wants his money. We should give him back his money. Like, this guy was just, the way he was, what damn she said, like the way he was acting up. I was like, what outing? Which chick? Which man? I was like, but this, and it was so embarrassing because this is the middle of campus. Lectures had closed, and most of the people were on that road going back to the hostel. And I was like, but that money, how much was it even? It was like, I think he said 30 cedis or 70 Ghana cedis or something like that. I was like, wow, I'm in deep shit. Like, even if I had the money, I don't see the reason why I should give this guy that money. I didn't force you to take me out. So I don't see the reason why I should give you that money in the first place. And in the second place, come on, like, you can't be stalking me around campus. So this is me, shortingo, short me, very, very tiny short me, walking on the road with a guy 3 times taller than me, acting so weird, like he's crazy in the head, asking me for money that I owe him. Guys, I was so embarrassed. And there's no way I'll tell anybody, I'll explain this to anybody and they'll actually understand that I didn't take money from the guy. Because to them, I'll just look like one of those ladies who ask guys around for money. And that's one thing I will never do. I'd rather starve than go begging people for money. So it was so embarrassing. Then I wasn't thinking straight. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't thinking straight. I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is not happening. Oh my god, oh my god. It was like a dream. Oh my god, this is not happening. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is not happening. So we eventually went to my hostel with him. So we were 3 in the room. So I entered with him. And this guy started scattering our things. If it was my things alone, I don't think it would have bothered me at all. But my very organized friend, Pat, who arranged her things so neatly, fell a victim. My friend doesn't joke with her arrangements of things. And this guy was looking for something to eat. He was very hungry. So I realized he started smoking and it messed up his senses or something. That's what I heard later. So he opened our fridge. A Ghanaian girl like me, I don't joke with my banku. So when I'm going to school, you would see just maybe a little of the Milo, the canned foods, but then I don't joke with my kondo and cassava dough. I don't joke with my banku. Fufu is my favorite. After that is banku. When I don't get fufu, I get banku. So I'm always doing my banku and my soup, my okra soup or my granuts. This guy opened the fridge and then the first thing he was like, Maury. And he banged the fridge. He just walked to my friend's shelf and started scattering her things. Ate her things. I think he took her biscuits and some of her her things and just started eating. I was like, oh my god, how do I let this guy leave this room? How do I let this guy leave this room? I just sat there. You can see he was angry, so he just kept saying, give me my money, let me go. Give me my money, let me go. I don't have money to give you. I don't owe you money. I don't have money to give you. And I felt like if I give him, he will surely come back for more. Okay? I just decided that okay, he should let us go. He should let us go. I'll get him his money. Cause I didn't like what he was doing. And I was just asking myself, where am I going with this guy? Like, who is even going to save me? Like, I was just acting like I'm just going to be walking around campus with him or something to distract him of, until when will he let go of me for a second and I'll run away. So I was working with him. So we went out and I told my roommates to lock the door after me when I go out. That was a decision I had to take to save them too from doing more harm, because this guy was becoming violent. So we went out of the hostel. So there is this woman I normally do my hair with. So I passed by her place and I didn't want to involve her because I didn't want the guy to end up scattering her things in her shop and then acting up and all that, and it will be on my head and I didn't want all that to happen. So and the woman and I, like, we normally create rapport, my friends, and everywhere we go she became like a mother to us all with her. So near her shop is some canal that goes to another hostel, and he was telling me that we should go to that hostel. And I was like, go there to do what? He said we should go there to see some of his friends. And I was like, no, I wouldn't go there. So I just stood by the wall over there. And then I think the lady realized that. So she came over and asked me, my friend, like, what is happening? I should come. And she was like, yeah, I should come. And he started following me. The more like, no, I'm not calling you. She's a fancy. So she was telling him, in fact, no, I'm not calling you. So go back. And she was still telling me to come. So I went and explained the thing to her. She locked it. And this guy wanted to enter, get violence, scatter it and a whole lot. And the more like, hey, young man, stop right there. And there were some other two guys who were close by who also came and joined them and scared him off. So that was how he left. Guys. That was how he eventually left. And I was still in the room. And he came and told me this guy had left. I was like, are you guys sure? You mean, are you guys sure? Are you guys sure this guy has left? Are you guys sure? Are you guys sure? Are you guys sure? I kept asking, are you guys sure? Are you guys sure? Maybe he's hiding somewhere, and the moment I step out, he's going to follow me again, and I don't want that to happen. I was like, okay, let me just sit for a while. Let me just cool my head. Like, I just didn't believe all that had happened. I just didn't believe all that had happened. And this guy he has lost his mind totally, completely. I was there for a while, and then I was like, okay, let me go. I couldn't thank this woman enough. And she started advising me, be careful next time and all that. I was like, yes, ma. Yes, ma. Thank you, ma. Yes, ma. When I went back to my hostel, my friends were actually, my roommates were actually scared. They didn't want to open the door. They were not sure it was me. I had to tell them I am alone. It's only me before they opened the door. And I eventually entered my room. Do you know this guy came back? After that, we had footsteps and we were always on the alert for him. Later, this guy came back and was knocking. So my friends peeped under the door and they realized it was him. And we never opened that door. But funnily enough, anytime I'm on campus, this guy was still roaming around. Like what mad people normally do. This guy was still roaming around. And then my friends always save me. And when he's coming, and anytime I hear Tola is coming, in my bag, I'm covering myself. I'm hiding. I'm covering myself in my bag. I'm hiding. Cover me. Please cover me. And my friends were so good. Like, my friends were so good. They were on the lookout for me. Like, I won't trade my friends for anything. They were always on the lookout for me anytime he's coming. Thank you for sitting through my long story. Thank you very much. I love you guys.